Hello and welcome to Your New Jersey. I'm Lisa Marie Falbo. Across New Jersey, organizations and individuals are finding meaningful ways to support others and strengthen their communities. Today, we'll meet two leaders whose work is making a difference in very different ways. We'll meet Hoboken Farms later on in this episode. But first, let's meet Jordan Strohl, Executive Director of the Actors Fund Home in Englewood, where residents who dedicated their careers to the performing arts and entertainment industry receive rehabilitation, assisted living, memory care, and long-term skilled nursing services. Jordan, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Nice meeting you.
So I guess I'm going to be getting a little insight into my future in 70 years with this home that you run.
Absolutely.
Tell us all about it.
Sure. So I'm the Executive Director of the Actors Fund Home, and we are a facility that takes care of people in the entertainment industry in their time of need. We have an assisted living facility, we have a skilled nursing facility, as well as a world-renowned subacute facility.
Never knew this existed. Why did it come into existence?
So the Actors Fund Home has been around for, believe it or not, over 100 years. And we've always been in Englewood. And of course, over the last several decades, we have expanded our footprint and we've increased the ability to take care of more people and do more for those individuals. But the home has been around. It started way back as a retirement home and then converted to an assisted living facility. And then, of course, added a skilled nursing facility back in somewhere in the early mid-'80s. And then we added in 2016, right before the pandemic, we started construction and then finished construction and ultimately opened up a subacute building that provides short-term rehabilitation for people that need our services coming from a hospital setting.
You must have a lot of personalities coming through your doors.
We do. We have some great personalities, some great individuals, really amazing, amazing people with amazing stories to tell as well and amazing careers.
How did you get involved?
So I've been there for 26 years. I started there as an intern, and I actually got involved through a family business in New York City called Cafe Edison. My family owned a restaurant in Midtown Manhattan, which actually was a theater hangout back in the day. It was right in the middle of the theater district, and I was always there. I was always having an understanding and appreciation of those people in the entertainment industry. And when I graduated college, the Actors Fund Home was going through some changes, and our CEO asked me to come and do an internship there, which I, of course, agreed to and was excited to do that. And 26 years later, we've really done some incredible things at the home. So my start there really comes through my family business that unfortunately is no longer there, and my passion for taking care of older adults.
You must have heard a lot of stories.
Yeah.
Come through but I think the biggest takeaway is the acting world, the entertainment world, it's not all glitz and glamour. In fact, it's the opposite.
Yeah. Most of our residents need a lot of help. A lot of our residents come to us, and when you talk about glitz and glamour, a lot of people think that there's a lot of money in that glitz and glamour as well. Sadly, a lot of our residents don't have assets. They don't have money to care for themselves, take care of what they need. The Actors Fund Home becomes more of like a lifeline for these individuals and really provides the ability to have quality of life and dignity, and be able to stay in an award-winning facility. We're one of the top-rated facilities in the state. And a lot of our residents are on Medicaid, which means that they have no money whatsoever. They qualify for New Jersey State Medicaid, and that's about 75% of our population is on New Jersey Medicaid.
But that's not enough for you to sustain all of the wonderful services that you provide. So where else are you getting your funding?
We have a lot of wonderful board members that help sustain us and support us. We have a lot of organizations, union affiliations, Local 1, Actors Equity, Screen Actors Guild, Schubert Organization, and lots of the other theater owners throughout Disney, throughout New York City. And then we also have AZI, which is a pharmaceutical company that also underwrites a lot of our activities programming. So we're able to bring in some amazing talent and amazing programming to the facility that the residents absolutely love and love to be participant in, and they ultimately underwrite those costs.
I love to hear that AZI is involved. I had no idea, even though we film in their building.
Yeah.
They've been wonderful friends and clients of ours for 6 years, but I never knew that they were involved. That's so cool.
Yeah, and they're a great partner to us as well, and they love for us to continue to do those types of special programming and opportunities that residents really enjoy.
Especially with the memory care.
Absolutely.
I mean, they're all about giving back to
Absolutely.
the patients and the caregivers and just giving them top-notch quality services.
Absolutely, and that's why we've been a good partner of theirs, just like you. They've been a good partner of ours for several years as well.
Talk to us a little bit more about your population. Are they coming from New York City? Are they coming from all over the country to come here?
So we take a lot of people from New York City because of the geographic proximity to New Jersey, but we do take people all over the country. We've taken people from California, we've taken people from South Carolina, Florida, Atlanta, Texas, but a good percentage of our residents do come from New York. And then we do have some people that also come from New Jersey. So it all depends on really what's going on. It's very important that everybody knows that if they're in the entertainment industry, that they ultimately are probably eligible, whether it be themselves or an immediate family member, can make somebody eligible to come into our facility on a long-term care basis. And then for short-term rehabilitation, it's really those people that are in the hospital. They were living on their own. They ultimately had a hospitalization. They need to be discharged with acute services, and they need to get some rehab, physical therapy, speech therapy, as well as nursing. So they come in and they're able to stay in our facility for a couple weeks. And then hopefully the goal for those individuals is to get them back home to their prior level of functioning and be able to live their lives.
Are there homes like this throughout the country? You named California, New York, Florida, Nashville comes to mind, all of the production hubs around the country, or are you the only one?
So we're the only one that really does what we do in terms of certainly New Jersey. There is in California is the motion picture home. They're very different than we are, but we really take care of everybody in entertainment. The motion picture home is different qualifications. So unfortunately, they're not all over the place. It's really New Jersey, and that's one of the reasons why we're very proud, and the organization is very proud to have us right here in the great state of New Jersey.
That's really surprising to hear. Are you looking to expand now that Netflix, Lionsgate, I mean, we're Hollywood East at this point?
Yes, absolutely. So yeah, we're really excited about what's happening in the state of New Jersey, and that's also one of the reasons why we have a brand new board that we put together to talk about the future, because New Jersey is certainly becoming the entertainment capital of the world with Netflix and Lionsgate and Paramount coming to New Jersey. And what we're in the process of really thinking about the future and how do we make sure that the home is there to take care of all those people as they age in place and as they need our services, now that all these additional people, whether it be the talent themselves or the people in the studios or behind the scenes, what type of services are they going to need in their future over the next 20 plus years? And we want to make sure that we're able to meet that challenge and meet that need as time moves on.
You're an independent 501c3. You just established that. You mentioned your new board.
Yeah.
Any notable names on that board?
Yeah, we have lots of notable people that are on it. We have a lot. We specifically look for a board that was New Jersey based and very New Jersey centric. Our new board is going to be there to help us pass the mission and fulfill the mission of the organization. Help us make sure that everybody knows that we're here, that we exist, and make sure that they know what we do. Pass that messaging along to all the unions, to all the people that qualify, and also talk about the future as we look to expand and grow, find work with local politicians as well as the state of New Jersey, and find what opportunities are there. Our honorary committee, we have a brand new honorary committee as well. It's the chairperson is Brooke Shields, who's also the president of Actors Equity. Mm-hmm. So Brooke is certainly involved with everything that we do and going to be there to help us. With the honorary committee, we also have lots of former politicians as well as current politicians like former governors, existing state senators, and all those individuals are there to really help us establish and make sure the Actors Fund is able to meet the needs as of course the world changes, whether it be in healthcare or just in the state within all of the changes that are happening with the entertainment industry.
I love that. Brooke Shields, Jersey girl, Princeton,
Yes,
right? She's
yes,
originally from?
yes, correct.
That she's giving back in such an epic way.
Yeah,
That's
absolutely.
huge.
Absolutely. We're really excited to have her on our honorary committee and being very involved with the home and again, help passing that messaging along to the rest of the industry.
You talk about keeping up with the changing times. How do you do so? What's new in healthcare?
Every day it's something new. Since the pandemic, of course, the industry has really seen tremendous demand and tremendous changes over the last 5+ years. And the Actors Fund Home just continues to do whatever we can to provide dignity and quality care for our residents. With that, of course, comes a tremendous price tag, and making sure that our residents get what they need, having the staff to provide the services at the level that we need them costs a lot of money. So ultimately, the home loses millions of dollars. In 2025, we lost about $3 million. We were very lucky to have a parent organization like the Entertainment Community Fund and our amazing board that's ultimately able to subsidize that deficit to allow us to focus solely on patient care and making sure that our residents really, like I said, get everything that they need on a day-to-day basis.
But your home is different from all of the others, I think, in the area. Do you put emphasis on entertainment type activities to just keep their minds fresh and bodies fresh?
Yeah, we have some amazing programming. We have Alvin Ailey that comes in and does a whole programming for our residents. We have lots of associations, affiliations with the local theater communities. We have people that come in that are performers. We have Seth Raditsky, who comes in and performs and brings some amazing talent. People that are currently actively on Broadway or getting ready for a new show, and he brings them and ultimately has them perform for our residents. He has his mother in the facility. So, of course, he's gone around telling everybody how wonderful we are, and he's told the world that his mom lives there, and he, of course, has a vested interest to make sure the entertainment is phenomenal, and he does a great job himself getting some great partners and making sure that all of those residents are well entertained and are getting amazing programming. And it is very different than the average facility because of who we are, because of our background. We want it to be great programs. So a lot of these individuals were, of course, in the entertainment industry, spent many, many years, whether it be on the stage or behind the scenes, and then they come to the home and they want to continue to be creative. So our goal is to be able to improve that creativity, to latch onto that creativity and use that as an amazing outlet for them to really focus on something positive in their life and be part of something. And of course, a lot of our residents have a lot of acuities and a lot of our needs, but when they're thinking about programming and entertaining, that falls away a little bit, and they ultimately are able to focus on doing something wonderful, and some of their complicated, sometimes medical problems sometimes go away, and that goes a long way for our residents.
I love that, drama therapy. I know a few people that maybe missed their calling with a title like that.
Well, send them our way.
Yes.
We're always open to people coming in and helping us. There's, the organization revolves around great volunteerism. So anybody that's, potentially seeing this, that's interested in helping us or volunteering, the home is always available, and we always need those type of volunteers.
And by the way, ranked one of the top homes in the country by Newsweek?
Yes. So Newsweek magazine ranked us as the #1 in the state of New Jersey in our market between 100 and 150 beds. And for several years, we've been recognized by U.S. News and World Report as one of the top facilities, both in short-term rehabilitation, short-term stay, and long-term care in the state of New Jersey. And there's thousands of facilities in the state throughout the country. We are one of the very few facilities that have that dual recognition.
That's unbelievable. Before we wrap, did you ever think an internship would turn into all of this?
Not in my wildest dreams. It's been an amazing journey, and it's been an amazing partnership between me personally and of course, with the Actors Fund. We've done a lot of great things together, and we have a lot of big plans for the future. So my internship of learning about how the Actors Fund was, and through my family upbringing and in the family business, it's really been an amazing partnership, and working with my team and the hospital or wherever those individuals were, and coordinating and getting them into the home.
Where can people find out more?
At our website, www.actorsfundhome.org is the best place to find us. And I hope everybody, if you have questions, if they have any other interest, they could certainly reach us there. I'm more than happy to show people or engage in those future conversations.
Jordan, this was fantastic. Thank you so much, and congratulations on all of your success.
Thank you.
Entrepreneurship and community service are helping shape a stronger New Jersey every day. Our next guest is Brad Finkel, founder and CEO of Hoboken Farms, an award-winning New Jersey company that is using its success to make a difference. Brad, welcome to the show.
Very nice to see you. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for bringing sauces and yo-yos and necklaces. What do we got going on here?
We got a lot of stuff. We got swag, kid. So we have our 5 pasta sauces, our marinara, and our brand new Calabrian butter and Calabrian chili with caramelized onions, vodka sauce, our basil marinara, and our ultra low sodium marinara. This marinara just won top pick from the New York Times.
I'm a big fan of the vodka sauce.
Thank you.
From Whole Foods. That's where we order it from.
It's a lick your plate clean sauce if there ever was one.
Organic, Hoboken, Jersey, local, done. I'm buying this.
Done.
Nothing better.
There is nothing better. But there is one thing we have that no other pasta sauce in America has.
What's that?
We are the only pasta sauce that is third-party certified, lab-tested, seed oil free, which is a very big badge of honor to have. We are also third-party certified non-GMO, we're OU kosher, we're keto certified, we're gluten-free certified, lab-tested, and we are vegan. So we have 6 certifications that no other pasta sauce has.
Super important, because more than ever you see people with allergies, people needing to redo their diets. There's a lot between the brain-gut connection where you need to cut out gluten and dairy, and your sauces do all of that.
It really does. And you know, the reason that I started making pasta sauce is my daughter was completely anaphylactic to wheat and gluten, like literally in the hospital. So I created a sauce that the very allergic child could eat, and my Hoboken friends and family would love. We got our start bottling them at our, up to 800 farm markets a year, and lines of people would be there to buy cases of our marinara. And a very important buyer from Whole Foods saw that, tried the sauce, called me up and said, "Hey, we love your sauce. We'd like to have it in our stores." I said, "All right, which store?" I said, "All of them in the Northeast." So that began my journey from farm market to supermarket.
Where do you process everything now?
Well, we have our warehouse was in Hoboken for many, many years. We got uprooted during Hurricane Sandy. Now we're right down the street in Clifton, New Jersey.
Wow. Clifton Farms.
Yeah. Well, it's very hard to have a manufacturing warehouse facility in a city that is below sea level. And Hoboken, my insurance company basically just said, if you get flooded out again, you will not be able to be insured anymore. So we had to move. And it was for the best.
Yeah.
Because we've expanded dramatically.
How many jars of sauce are you exporting in a year?
Well, we don't export anything. Everything is made right here in the USA and is sold right here in in supermarkets across America. We are now in about 3,000 supermarkets right here in New Jersey. You can get us in Whole Foods and Wegmans and ShopRite and Stu Leonard's and Stop and Shop and Acme, King's, Foodtown and Uncle Giuseppe's and hundreds of others independent grocery stores right here in New Jersey.
Uncle Giuseppe's sauce is good. So the fact that they also carry you means something.
That's right.
You have a winning product.
Well,
and I think what furthers the winning is the fact that you give back through this product in so many ways.
We do our best. In 2025, we gave away 5,000 jars of sauce and 5,000 bags of pasta to the Community Food Bank of New Jersey with Insera ShopRites. About every 2 weeks, we send a truck of food down to the Hoboken Community Center to their food pantry, and we've been doing that for many, many years. And so on every
my new jewelry,
on every single jar is a heart, and that heart represents both kind of the spiritual passion that we put into the jar. Make sure that it's nothing but sweet plum tomatoes, fresh onions, fresh garlic, fresh basil, but also the fact that it is good and good for you. The ingredients are better than any other jar you're going to get, and we have full transparency. And don't take it from me. Take it from the New York Times. Take it from All Recipes. Take it from the American Heart Association. They're not about the brand. They're about the sauce inside the jar.
100%. But you make it so fun. You're a very dynamic personality. Tell us your background before you became the sauce king of the state.
I was playing bass in a band, and we were grinding it out in a van from Hoboken to Portland, Maine, back down to Nashville and Memphis, Tennessee, to Austin, Texas. And you can imagine that playing bass in a rock and roll band in the early 90s is not a great way to earn a stable living. So I got an opportunity to join this new thing called a farm market. I was really lucky because I grew up right across the street from Johnny's Prime Butcher Shop, run by the Sackies, Anthony and his mother Tina, his brother Martin, and I started my business. I started Hoboken Farms in their butcher shop. And for years I was able to watch Anthony and his mother, how they would prepare for the lines of people that would come for, their chicken cutlets and their mozzarella and their meatballs and their quarts of marinara. And I started making our marinara, and it's really kind of crossed the chasm from farm markets to supermarkets.
Besides sauce, what else do you sell?
We sell hundreds of thousands of loaves of bread, crusty, kind of peasant bread.
You need the good bread to dunk the sauce into.
Yeah. Well, we actually have a sign on all of our markets that say "Dunk bread in sauce." We sell tons of fresh mozzarella and burrata, countless coolers of ravioli, and our sauce really was, I don't want to say it was an afterthought, but it's just not what I did. All day, every day, people would come to the stand and say, "Do you have any sauce to go with your pasta?" Nope. "Do you have any sauce to go with your ravioli?" I do not. And finally, a very Jersey gentleman came over and said, "Hey, dummy, why don't you have any sauce?" And I started making sauce with a guy named Lucio in Hoboken, and everybody needs a guy named Lucio from Hoboken.
Absolutely.
We put it in a mason jar with a little label that said Hoboken Farms Farm Market Sauce, and it just took off immediately. And I knew that I had lightning in a bottle, and I knew that it was something that I was passionate about, and it actually comes down to our yo-yos.
Oh.
Right?
So this isn't just a fun toy.
No, it's not just a fun toy, although it is also a fun toy. Yo-yos, just like pasta sauce, are seemingly easy to do, but it actually takes a lot of work to master. Nobody is ever not happy when they're yo-yoing or trying marinara. And it just all went perfectly together. It's also the perfect exchange of energy. Like, yo-yos are about an exchange of energy. Pasta sauce, you start off as a solid and you end as a liquid. Like, that's an exchange of energy, heat transfer. So I really think of these two things as, kind of mirrors of the same thing. So we started giving out these. They're really Dunkin' yo-yos, and when we go to the markets or like all the time, people come up, their kids yo-yoing. It's really fun.
You are a master marketer, jack of all trades.
I don't think of it as marketing. I think of it as it's just really fun ideas where I will literally sit there and talk to, my buddy Bob Delavante, who is one of my dearest friends from Hoboken and is the graphic designer on all of our products. And we just come up with, fun things that will make me joyful. And then it's like, hey, let's just do it. This necklace was just an idea that I had a couple of weeks ago. And, we already are giving it out from the Hoboken Community Center, making art on the back, and then they get to take it home.
What's next for the brand?
Well, we have a small, passionate, local team that is expert in supermarkets and food manufacturing. So the goal is to sell more sauce to more people. We just got into Harris Teeter's, so all down south. Florida is really popping for us. We have our
I
first.
can imagine. Florida needs good Italian
Well,
food.
so do you know what New Jersey's biggest export is? Our citizens. And they're all down 95. So, the amount of, Jersey girls of North Carolina, right? Jersey girls of Florida. And we get emails all day, every day. It's like, oh my God, it brings me home. It brings me home. It brings me home.
Yeah. Where can people find out about the, I guess, second most famous brand to come out of Hoboken?
I'm going to take fifth, but.
No. I mean, obviously, Francis Albert, my birthday twin, is number one, but you're number two.
And my grandmother's birthday, December 12th.
Yes.
And my grandfather's birthday.
Really?
Yep.
They had the same birthday?
Born in Hoboken, New Jersey, William Eusden.
12/12.
Yep.
Look at that.
That's right. You can find us again at ShopRite, at King's, at Whole Foods, at Wegmans, at Stop and Shop, at Stu Leonard's, at Food Town, hundreds of other independent retailers, at Harris Teeter's, all through the Midwest, in California, HobokenFarms.com, and our up to 800 outdoor farm markets every single week. So we're right here in Nutley. We have a market every Sunday that we've been at for about 20 years. We have several in Hoboken, several in Jersey City, Metuchen, Summit, New Jersey, Bedminster, Somerset, Scotch Plains. I know I'm forgetting a bunch, but
you're everywhere. Well, Brad, thank you so much. This was amazing. We love your sauce, and come back anytime.
Would you say it was sauceum?
It was awesome.
All right, you can use it, but you can't have it because it's trademarked.
Really?
Yeah.
You've trademarked that?
Sure.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining me on another episode of Your New Jersey. I'm Lisa Marie Falbo. We'll see you back here next week.